Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. They're going to run it. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Rebels will have to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved, just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen, gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. Look at this, it ends up being a huge play.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
He's escaping the pocket now. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's just flat dropped on third down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a fourth down call.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it, a fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch made inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball back at the 6 for second and goal up that loss. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
And now the defense able to bring him down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? Fourth and goal from the 2. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Touchdown, Tigers. Solid debut for this offense. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
First and goal, handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down and goal, upcoming. Tailback with another carry. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Quick throw to the left side. And he pulls it in for a big gain. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Oh, there's the stiff arm. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. On the run here. Lets it go. And this time it's complete. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
He hands it off from the gun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The offense gets set for the 10th play on this drive. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it's good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st down here for this offense. Handing off on the draw play. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he will score. Touchdown, LSU. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. Quick completion to the tight end. And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Short pass finds the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He'll throw it now. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Got him. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And the Rebels will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a spectacular diving catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking for his back. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30. The offense really clicking here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Good work to get the foot down after the grab. This running back, Kirk, might have been spending some time with those receiver drills.
Yeah, as you know, Chris, these running backs anymore in college football, they are really like glorified wide receivers because not only do they have to be excellent runners, but as you see here, the ability to be able to catch the ball and then the awareness to get a foot down to be able to stay in bounds for a nice gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He fires it. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. 1 more play before they head to the locker room. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. It was on target the first time. This is a chip shot. It is 23 yards out. And the defense will call timeout here. The age-old practice of trying to ice the kicker. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. It was on target the first time. This is a chip shot. It is 23 yards out. Right down the middle. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and then take us to halftime. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick this away to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
He's looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
First down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Whoa, talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Close to the tight end. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up 1st down yardage.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. On third down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Look at the time in the pocket. Finally delivers to the left. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Chris, that one reminds me when you're in the backyard. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. He's back there all day to throw the ball. We better put more pressure on him.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And tackled there by the defense. Second down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 12-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He lets it go on the move. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but a pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The short completion of the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. Big play across midfield. They'll slot it near the 36.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, and he can't hang on for a little screen pass there. That's going to bring up third.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Back to throw again. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's tough to play defense inside the 5-yard line. Spread all over the field. They do a good job of pressuring. More importantly, they keep the receiver short of the goal line.
Nowhere to run up the middle. So here we go, 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? It's QB sneak. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Gets rid of it on the move. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Receiver makes the catch, They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Second down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Trucks through the defender. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
The running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. Looks like quarterback will just take a knee here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead. After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. He's moving out of the pocket. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Look out. He's got some space. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And the Rebels hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's just going to go down as the time runs out in this ballgame. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.